podcast called Go Live with Kinyo. Tonight we're doing the garden party. We have a little poetry and art and stuff like that, and then we're making our videos. I hope you subscribe. And yeah, and my co-host is the wonderful Frankie Michelle. Clap for her, you guys. Woo! She's wonderful. You can stand up here with me too, Frankie. We just planted these onions over here, and yeah. I feel like I'm getting ready for a GLK Garden Party. Actually, just 1 second. Okay, this is where I was going with it. Oh yeah, you might have noticed something changed. I'm in a different place. But anyway, that doesn't change what I came here to talk about, which is GLK next week. GLK Garden Party at Gardopia Gardens. It's going to be super great. What do I want to say about GLK? Why we do it? We do it because we have free time. I'm in San Antonio. That last video wasn't in San Antonio. You know, 1 second. What's up? Okay, so I'm back. Alright, now I'm at Tucker's. The composition. You said it was weird that it's at a garden.
Yeah, it's kind of a weird because I'm not a vegetarian and it's very suited for that kind of a thing. But
you don't like vegetables at all, so this is going to be tough for you. Really great lineup tonight. Clap for Jed Craddock. He's going to do a full set for you guys today. 40 minutes in this beautifulness. We got Miss Rude. Clap for her, you guys. She's super awesome. They're gonna have to get her on Instagram.
But don't be a stranger. By far, nothing of an outlaw. Nice like a bear hug, but when you test me, deadly like a bear claw. Question what you just saw. You can let the guns bang. I'ma let the words draw. Barrel on them in your hand, no seconds to waste. Smoke out the people when the ones know we safe. Barrel on them in your hand, no seconds to waste. Smoke out the window when the ones know we're safe.
But yes, because she's a wonderful artist, wonderful poet. Clap for Mr. Delaney right here. He's in the house. Very cool. Woo! Clap for Miss Chantel Logan.
Yeah.
If you've been watching some of the podcast stuff, you might have seen from her. She's a new author in town. And then give it up for Gardopia Gardens. This awesome place. This is super cool. This is so much fun. It's been a crazy week for me too. Anyway, I just finished like 40 hours of driving straight to California and back, and it was well worth it. It was super awesome, and I'm happy to be here back in San Antonio. I don't know if you guys know, but San Antonio is like, one, it keeps on getting on a lot of lists for like the best city to visit and stuff like that, because it's at this perfect place and like its growth, where it's actually one of the coolest cities in the world, but most people don't know about it. And so I'm having a lot of fun in San Antonio right now, connecting to different artists and entrepreneurs, and I'm building a business also while I do this podcasting stuff, using the great art here in San Antonio that is quite honestly going to make me filthy rich. So it's just fun, you know, to be able to hang out with you guys one last time before that happened. I'm sure. That was super funny. Anyway, I think we're gonna jump. What's up? You can talk. You have that's what your mic is for. You're allowed to. Go ahead. Nothing. We look forward to more performances from you, create some context so we can fall in love with you, right? Did you fall in love with him a little bit? Are you in a relationship? Wait, never mind. Let's not go there. You know, I haven't done the show in a while. We're gonna keep it 100% cool. This is now a Christian show, so. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna bring up a couple people because I kind of like want to have a little conversation. Are there any entrepreneurs out there? You guys do any entrepreneurial stuff, or you like it? Okay, what do you do?
Me?
No, you're kind of. What do you do, sir? This is cool.
I invest in apartments.
You invest in apartments? Oh, that's the heavy hitting stuff. That's cool. And I'm sure you'll tax them properly and make that extra money on them. You'll have minions soon. You'll have your own apartment. Real estate. Is that the goal? To have like a whole real estate, what are they called? Firm? Real estate agents? What are the agency?
No, just own apartments and
Okay.
create good homes for people, unlike most people do.
Nice. Oh man, and throwing shade. That was a shot
Shade
at
and gardens and
these developers here. I don't know. Anyway, very cool. Cool. I wanted to do some discussion stuff and some interview stuff, but I'm actually going to just keep the art going first, and then I'll do one big discussion at the end. That'll be more fun and easier to capture. So I'm going to bring up a poet, but before I do that, I'm also a poet. So do you guys mind if I read a poem?
Oh boy.
If you want me to read a poem, then clap. Yeah! Encouragement. This is a poem called I, and it's kind of deep. It's the second time I've read it, and what I like about reading poems is that, I feel like the poem is just a framework, right? The actual contents of the poem, kind of like a song or anything like that, are given to it by whoever is reading it, because I know I'm filling it up when I write it and stuff like that, because it means something to me. But I know that when I read it to someone else, their life colors it and different things like that, and I think that's what makes performing art in a community and around people so cool. So I'm going to read this poem, and I look forward to you filling it up with whatever it means to you. So it's called I. I am where God's breath collides with the universe, and I am always bleeding. It feels like time was wounded by humility, and bodies are scars where clocks temporarily stop. That's why I tell time, and time never tells me. I am completely gushing every single drop out against the inside tubes and muscles, losing a fatal amount of blood to the motion that moves it. I am a single drop of a volcano, formed above the cups of water I travel to, but even a volcanic island takes several drops to create, and we make wells when we put our cups together. I hope you can see how I've fallen deep beyond physics. Now I turned every strand counterclockwise till the thread I'm reaching for rotates on the tip of my perspective. I am what happens when God makes man and man makes man. I don't think I did as good a job as he did, but that's beyond ironic. You are what happens to me when I am you, at which point me is nothing more than tiny shears and toenail clippings, or the leftover water that runs through the pipes beneath my bathroom after a shower. I wish we didn't have to wait 30,000 more years for me to finish transcribing the universe through science, because it doesn't matter how many times I rip my soul from my body and shove it through the center of an atom. The words I use to say I love you will always flow through ears like funerals if I can't describe what demons look like or tell you how many are in the room. God, I pray for tongues in our mouths again instead of our minds. I apologize for how many times I hid it there so I could write an easier poem. I won't even try to explain to you what poetry does to the space within the reach of its energy, because I was given a far greater thing when God made you. Do you understand what I mean when I say I, or do you think that I'm always referring to me? Because I wouldn't waste time referring to a familiar face that evaporates with the steps I take. When the words I form become a soul, I am summoned. And in that moment, me sleeps and my memories become our language. I wonder if my English teacher understood the privilege of being a sensei. You will always be Eve, eating the apple with me, one step ahead, except I won't sew up our nudity with leaves, or leave to sow seeds. We'll stare into each other's eyes till praise and thanksgiving turn sunlight through lenses to the place where the rivers we gush dry up, and learn that the greatest gift ever was what tongues can do when we finally understand each other again. Like before 10,000 men tried to take all their me's to heaven, and I lost the ability to know you. This is the rubric to find naked tongues, where spells are simple pages in the dictionary, and I can say your name like saying two eyes at the same time. That's that poem.
Woo!
Thank you guys. I'm Kinyo. Was that a good poem?
Yeah.
I know it was a good poem, damn it. Thank you, I appreciate that so much. Right now I'm going to bring up another poet, and I hope that you clap as enthusiastically for her, and I hope you guys are having a good time.
I was just a minor part of your marathon, but why not just say you wanted to stray and have it your way? The price we pay for verbs, those four-letter words like love, want, and need in a picture is worth 1,000 of these, but what about a day? 86,400 seconds worth of images. I could write this over 86,000 ways, times days, times months, times time. From hello to goodbye, from try to did, from mid to end. I would have given up all for you. You were my sin. But now there's no need to pretend, because you and I could never really blend to make it us. So even if it has a little rust, I'm going to need you to give me back my trust. Because after I break all the glass in your house, your head is probably going to be the next thing that I bust, because I'm a psycho and I'm crazy about you. Thank you.
A round of applause. That was awesome. So we're going to transition and we're going to just have a little bit of a combo. And so I'm going to have two awesome people come up. We have a wonderful writer, and she's writing some really, really cool stuff, some really fun stuff, some romantic stuff, some sexy stuff. And so I'm going to have Chantel come up and talk about what she's working on. And then I have a partner named Dom, and Dom is doing some amazing work. He's really, really passionate and has a great vision. And I want him to come up and talk about what he has coming up.
Oh, Intimate After Hours is the website that will be also coming out soon with the web series on it called The Cave. And it's just on the Intimate After Hours, you will find topics about relationships, not just about sex, but just about all over relationships, all topics really. And then on the podcast, I'll be interviewing people from all different aspects and all different steps in a relationship, from just dating, from being single, from being married many, many, many years, and different types of relationships and different walks of life.
Like, basically we all have goals. We have goals that we're pursuing, things that we feel that are valuable. But if I ask you who you find valuable in your life, and I ask you why you find them valuable in your life, you'll say about things like that, how they treated me. They were there for me when I wasn't at my best. They were there. They understood me at a time when other people weren't understanding me. But we're not pursuing those to make ourselves valuable. Oftentimes we're pursuing outside things that just because somebody has more money, just because somebody has more fame or something like that, that doesn't make us valuable to us. So it's redirecting what we find valuable and really learning to basically create relationships in harmony with one another and focusing on how you treat others.
I think that it's kind of cool how both you guys are focusing on the relationship piece, just relationships and love. Relationships are at the core of what humans do, I think. So it's really important to kind of dig deep and be able to.
Now, you can lose a lot of things and recover, but losing relationships are the things that they are truly the most valuable, because they have the biggest effect upon us. So yeah, best way to follow me right now is on Instagram, and that's to follow our group, which is HYTO, how you treat others.life.
The best way to reach me right now is Facebook, Chantel Logan, and on Instagram, Chantel_Logan.
So we got a couple more musical performances. Thank you guys so much for coming out. Clap for yourselves again. You guys are about to have a super awesome treat. We're going to bring up a performer that I love a ton, and I hope I get to see you guys again at some other event or here at the Garden. And whatchamacallit, me, just in case you leave sometime during these next two performances, definitely follow the at Go Live with Kinyo. And if you want to see more with artists and entrepreneurs, follow at Project Forward. Anyway, thank you guys so much for coming out. This is super awesome. Gardopia Gardens. Oh man, this is great. Another round of applause for Gardopia Gardens. And then they also have a donation thing. Actually, if someone could grab that for me really quick. I just want to like leave it right. Is that too much? Am I being extra? I'm not being extra. Let's put it right here. That way,
There's
if you have,
pizza!
if you want to like drop some money and you want to, I mean, it's really only if you think that gardening is important. Like, if you think vegetables are important, if you don't, that's it's not for you. But if you're the kind of person, I'm just joking. I don't need to strong arm you. But definitely, I just saw the donation jar, so I just wanted to move it there and make it easier, just in case that's something you were about. All of it goes to Gardopia Gardens, so you don't have to worry about me using it to subsidize my poetry habit. I'm going to read one poem because I do have my book of poems, and then Mr. Composition also has his books back there and his CDs, so definitely check those out if you're into it. And he's about to come perform, so you'll see what he's about. I have 6 books that I wrote here tonight. Actually, I have 7. And there's 6 more coming out. So this is the newest one. It's called Motherland. I'm going to read it, and I also painted all the covers, so I did this cover. But I'm going to read this book. It's called I Felt It Fade. How do you know if it's love and not just changing amulets of lesser gods without power, except perseverance, smudge, and having lost gleaming loyalty? It's a short one. So I talk about a lot of stuff with my limited knowledge. Thank you guys so much for coming out. We're going to close out the show with a super awesome performance. I hope you hang out, meet some new people. Shout out to Corey and Tremont in the house. San Antonio's cool, man. I feel like I'm enjoying it on a level that most people don't, because they don't. Oh wait, never mind. You're enjoying it because you're here. Good job. So let's give it up for Mr. Composition. Yeah.
Wall that's 20 feet tall. I try to climb up, but I fall. Try to get up and get pushed back down. How am I gonna get past this brick wall now? I don't have much, but my mind and God's grace are the blessings that He puts in my place. I hide behind a smile, so you can't read my face, so I can tell it all. On these kicks and mad face, who all has the answers? Cause I know that I don't. We go round the road, see on the patch of blind hope. Ashes to ashes, they all fall, but I won't. Even when the tides rise, I higher than my boat. Not to Scantron, I'm trying to shape the right bubble. Pop quiz every day, trying to knock me off my hustle. Never got the cheat sheet, trying to get me into trouble, but I know better. This is a temporary struggle. No job, don't know when I'ma get my next income. I can spend all day asking God how come, but swimming in sorrow isn't gonna change.
Thank y'all very much. About to go enjoy this pizza.
Thank you guys for coming out. Keep talking, meeting good people. Don't miss any Go Live Kinyo events in San Antonio. You're privileged. You're in San Antonio. We're in the same city.